Hello everyone, Shroomraver here, and today I am excited to bring you the return of one of the weirdest draft leagues going. Yes, it is the SMD Season 2. Yes, indeed. The SMD, or Screw My Draft. This is the one where we picked each other's teams. You sort of have the snake draft, but everyone picks each other's team members, and there are tiers and new rules whereby you can only have a certain amount of weaknesses to the same thing. I did a sort of trailer for it earlier. You may know my team. I'm just going to go over it very quickly. It's Tapu Fini, Suicune, Tentacool, Raichu, Ninetales, Castform, who is a Z-move user, Venusaur, Florges, Beheeyem, who is another Z-move user, and Zygarde 50%. Now, for our first game, we are were due to take on someone who I've watched videos of for a while. He's a lovely person within the community, someone I look up to, and that is Old Man Top and Pittsburgh Piratators. I've never had the chance to play against him in draft. This is the first time, so I was very excited for this. His team that he can choose from is Magnezone, Dhelmise, Magneton, who is a Z-move user, Cinccino, Girafarig, Jellicent, Tornadus, Chatot, who is another Z-move user, Weavile, and Latias. He's got a few more weaknesses than is supposed to be allowed, but because by the time it got to his high tier picks, there weren't enough left, basically. So yes, that is his squad. Now, the team I decided to bring to take him on, I have a Choice Banded Zygarde with 1000 Arrows, Crunch, Outrage, E-Speed. I've got a Heat Rock Ninetales, which is Sub Nasty Plot. I've got Choice Scarfed Raichu, a sort of bulky offensive Tapu Fini, which would seem weird, but it's a nice answer to Weavile. And I've got a Castform with Icium Z, Tailwind. And then I've got a physically offensive Adamant Cell Battery Venusaur with Seed Bomb, Earthquake Knockoff, and Swords Dance. So that's what I brought to the table. Tup decided to bring Chatot, Cinccino, Weavile, Latias, Magnezone, and Magneton. So that's pretty interesting stuff. Both the magnets are here. So without further ado, let's get right into the battle and see exactly how things played out. So, going to be leading with my Raichu. He has no electric immunity, and in comes Cinccino. I'm going to go for Volt Switch, taking the risk that the thing isn't scarfed, and now I realise I don't have a switch in. So I'm going to go into Fini, thinking, oh, Fini's super bulky. Even with no defense investment, it's not taking these hits like I'd like them to. That Tail Slap is the cleanest of 2-hit KOs. I'm just like, damn, that is really bad. I have to let this thing go down, and he misses his second Tail Slap, which is huge because Moonblast is just going to kill this guy dead, and I still have my Fini. That was pretty big. That was pretty big indeed. Now in comes the Chatot, and I'm just like, kill it dead. It goes for agility, which I'm not a huge fan of. Moonblast here is going to do a clean 97%, but again, I have to unfortunately let Fini go down here. He's going to go for Boom Burst. That will be taking out Fini, but it gives me a free switch into Zygarde to just click E-Speed. Ninja Snake Party coming in here. Love it. Going to go for E-Speed to take out the Chatot. So down it goes, and now in can come the Weavile, and I don't have a switch into this anymore. So what I decided to do is do my Sun thing. I'm going to go into Ninetales to get the Sun up, as he's going to go for the Fake Out and show that he is Life Orb, which is good. It means he's not scarfed or anything. He's going to go for the knockoff and take out my Ninetales, but now I have a clean sort of like 6 turns of Sun to just go into Venusaur. But first I want to go into Raichu, threaten this thing out, as in comes Magnezone, and I'm going to go for the Volt Switch, thus breaking his Sturdy. This is going to allow me to go into my Venusaur in the Sun. Not going to bother with Swords Dance, just going to go for the big Earthquake and destroy this thing, kind of. Down it goes, and now in comes the Latias. Now I do have Knockoff, and I am going to go for Knockoff and do a massive amount, get rid of Soldew. He's going to go for the Psyshock and not quite take us out. Now I'm going to go for the Knockoff again. It just doesn't quite kill, and Tup here is going to go for the Roost. So he's basically stalling out my Sun turns. Knowing that's coming, I go for a Swords Dance next turn, as he does indeed go for the Roost, which means I'm just going to get a massive great knockoff off. And here you can see I do 80% to him, and he's going to take me out with the Psyshock. But a good job from Venusaur. And now what I can do is go into Raichu and basically just pick him off here. He doesn't really have a reason to save this. Going to go for the Signal Beam, and as I say, pick off the Latias. But now in comes Magneton, and I'm like, okay, Castform, now's your chance to shine. I go into Castform, he goes for Tri-Attack, doesn't kill. I'm like, brilliant, I can break his Sturdy, go for Fire Blast, and we miss! Oh, we miss. Castform, you useless sack of excrement. One day Castform will do stuff. It means I can go into Zygarde, but as you'll see, I'm going to go for 1,000 arrows, but he has a sash, which should have been broken. It should have been, but it wasn't, and now he's going to go for Flash Cannon and get some pretty big damage as I take him out with the subsequent 1,000 arrows, and it's Weavile versus the world, but it's not looking good. I realise Raichu's far better than Bandit E-Speed, so he's going to go for Icicle Crash. That will be taking out my my Zygarde here, and now it's just a case of, can Raichu do enough with Signal Beam? Can I do enough to take him out? Not even close. He's clearly got some kind of HP investment. He's going to take me out with a knockoff, getting rid of my Scarf in the process, and that is going to be the game. So yes, an unfortunate 1-0 loss. It seems to be the story of my life at the moment. But yeah, we came up against a very good player with a pretty cool team. A pleasure to play against Old Man Top. His links, by the way, down in the description below. Make sure you check that out. If you don't know who Top is, then you should. And yeah, do be sure to check his stuff out. I'm sure he'll be uploading his side, or he might be uploading his side of this battle, I'm not sure. But either way, you should check out his content, it's awesome. So yes, we do lose our first game of the SMD Season 2, which is unfortunate, but we will bounce back in our next game, where we are facing off against Togevoir, aka Chris, and the Portland Timbers. This is going to be a good match. He's a very good player, so we'll have to see exactly what he can do with his team, but that'll be coming out sometime in the future. But yeah, for now, I'm going to get out of here. So thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed. And I guess with that, I will see you next time. Laters.